Hey everybody, I'm Chocolate Chip here with another video from Disney Heroes Battle Mode. So today, this is going to be a really quick video, kind of a brief, three parts. Brief overview to Surge, brief overview of the strategy you should be using to it, and brief overview of how you could get more rewards out of Surge. So I'll start with what Surge is. Surge is basically your City Watch that you play with your entire guild throughout the day, where you have to complete a certain number of regions. You have to clear certain regions so you can unlock the next wave. You have a number of waves depending on the difficulty that you've set on your Surge. Strategy overall is that one will always be the strongest generally. I mean, there's some other stuff there. That's gonna be a video for next week, talking a little bit about kind of the specifics of how you can get Surge if you're having struggling finishing it. But basically, one is going to be the strongest. 27 right here is going to be the weakest. It goes down from there. Each region has 4 to 6 districts inside of it, and the overall strategy is that you have to complete 4 regions, no matter what level you're at. It's always going to be four regions. In order to get to the next wave, you have to complete all the waves in order to complete Surge and get all the rewards. Depending on your guild perks, you can give yourself some bonuses. I'll talk about those in a brief second, about some of the bonuses you're going to get, how to make it easier for yourself a little bit. But when you see this, 27 is always the easiest to beat, and 1 is always the strongest when you're going through. And the star here means that this is the strongest team based on the characters you have available that you can still beat. Because in Surge, you can only use each character once. Even if they're all alive at the end of the battle, you can still only use that character once in each Surge for the entire day. So the star means based on your power level, this is what they say is the strongest you can beat. But that's not necessarily perfectly true, because you can beat stronger teams with good mercenaries, which is the second part of the strategy. You can hire mercenaries, and depending on your guild perks, you can get stronger mercenaries than what your level is, depending on your guild perks. And what you'll see is you can always hire these. They've changed a little bit. It used to be that if you hired, you'd have to re-add them yourself, but now it's automatically added to your team. Overall, your general strategies, you want to always complete 27 through 16, because those are always going to be the easiest. And then it's figuring out which one of these is going to be the easiest to complete, because while 10 through 15 is easier because they have stronger teams, there's more regions. So there's like that toss up. 1 through 4 has the fewest regions, but it's always going to be the strongest teams. Generally, the best rewards come only from completing the Surge. That if you do a stronger Surge than what you can consistently complete, but you don't actually complete it, you actually get worse rewards because you're not completing the Surge generally. So you should always try to work it out with your guild to figure out what the strongest you can defeat is on a regular basis, based on how where everybody is with their teams and how you can easily beat it. You can actually make yours stronger in perks. So if you go to Creep Surge, you could upgrade the difficulty up to 7, which is ridiculous difficulty. Again, that adds stronger teams and it adds more waves. But you can also add these perks, which make it easier because you're increasing skill power, you're increasing HP, you're giving yourself raids that you can use, and you're giving yourself more attack damage. Overall, Surge is the easiest way to get a lot of tokens, because if you look at the shop, like this is just from a couple days, like it's very easy to stockpile this if you're completing it regularly. And this is good because a lot of these harder to get badges sometimes come up in Surge shop, and if I have a lot, right? So it's easy for me to both be investing in characters here and also be getting some of these rewards from the shop. Some of the badges that are hard to get, or they take so long for me to do, I can just spend, like 33,000 isn't going to kill me. I could probably just buy that and put it right onto someone if I needed this badge. Again, don't buy badges just because they're expensive. Buy them because you need them for characters you're working on right now. So that's kind of like the gist of it. Next week I'll have a whole video on kind of, if you're having trouble finishing Surge, some of the strategies you can use in order to complete it regularly, but that's kind of the basics. The basic one is complete 27 through 16 every time, and then figure out based on how many teams you have left and how strong people are, which of these you're going to complete, but usually it's going to be 10 through 15, even though it has more districts. With that, guys, if you do have any requests for videos, if you do have any questions, comments, don't forget to feel free to Discord me, and don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, share with your guilds. As always, if you have anything else you want to see, just let me know. And with that, guys, I will see you in the next video.